Hey everyone, this is Sean, and what I wanted to do today is show you how to basically transfer content from one phone to the other. Now there's multiple ways of doing this, and there's no one particular perfectly right way to do it, but generally the idea is to get all your information from one device to the other. One of the quickest ways to do that is to do a screenshot of your old device. This way what you're doing is you're recording where everything is, what particular apps you have. This way when you go to the new phone, you can save those pictures, those screenshots. And on this device, you're going to press the home button and the power button at the same time to take screenshots. So you can go into your apps and just screenshot each page so that you have the apps that you have on the one device and make sure they're on the other device. Obviously you can do it from one to the other, but if for some reason you're going to give the old phone to somebody or do something else with it, it's always nice to be able to have that as a reference. So that's one recommendation that I have. Okay. The next thing that I recommend is cloud storage. So if you have things saved on a particular cloud, Verizon has their own Verizon cloud. Definitely could recommend that. And then what you can do is upload the information into the cloud and then download it on the new phone. So particularly here, go into Verizon and we'll go to cloud, and we can choose then to basically take the files that we have on the old device and download it. Okay. Many of us have our clouds full, and so that could cause an issue as well. So the app that I really think is the best on the market now, the Samsung Smart Switch, a lot of people like that. I love Samsung, but not a fan of the Smart Switch app. What I do like is Verizon's Content Transfer app. Now, this app will work on any carrier. So even if you're going from another carrier to Verizon, hope you do, then you can still use this app. Even if you're on another carrier, just go to the Apple Store or the Android Google Play Store and download this app. Okay, I'm going to go ahead on each of the devices, and I'm going to open that app. I'm just going to do a quick search for content transfer, and I may not have it on this device. I probably deleted it in the past, so I'm going to go ahead and download this app right now, Content Transfer. Same thing I can do up here. I can do a quick search, but here it is right there, suggested apps. And it's going to ask you for permissions. That's just what the newest version of Android does. It asks for permissions. So just hit allow on all of them. It's just allowing it to access your information. Okay, now that I have this device plugged in and charging, it'll be happy. So on each phone, you're going to do start transfer. You're going to tell it, this is my old phone, this is my new phone, whichever order that might be. Next on the bottom, next. It's going to give you information. Your Wi-Fi may disconnect. Don't worry, it's expected. I understand. Next here, I understand. Now pick which particular device it is. So this says Android to Android or Android to iPhone. And the reason why that gives you those options because it knows this is an Android device. And on this device, Android to Android again. So next. Okay, we're going to hit OK on that. Content transfer must be set as default app, so OK. OK, next here. OK. Now what's going to happen is a QR code will generate on the new device. You'll pick up the old device, scan that QR code, and that'll then allow the two devices to connect to each other. Every once in a while, that doesn't happen perfectly right away. So if that's the case, then you're going to try to do manual setup or try another way. I'm going to give it about 10 more seconds, and then I'm going to do it the manual way. Okay. So manual setup, and I'm going to hit OK. It wants to start all over again. This is my new phone. Android to Android, next. Discovering. And select your new phone's name when it appears. It's there. Okay, so now it's giving me a hotspot name and password. So I'll have to go on my old device and look up that hotspot name and password. I'm going to page down, hold on my Wi-Fi button, and I'm going to look for this direct, and there it is. Click on that, check on that, and I'm going to enter this password here. Now I'm going to connect these two devices to each other. That way, connected. And now I'm going to go back into my content transfer app. Start, new phone, start, old phone, start this procedure again, Android to Android, okay, okay. Now it's going to ask if I see my phone, yes, next. Now they're connecting because they're both on the same network. So that was a little bit more difficult. So the easier way is that it would automatically work. But now this device is going to be reading off of this device. Now it's saying, what information do I want to transfer? I have contacts, I have photos, videos, audio, calendar events, messages, call logs, documents, and apps. So I'm going to choose my contacts, of course. I am going to choose my 604 photos. I'm going to choose my audio. I'm skipping the video for now because it takes a long time. My messages and my call log. Documents, and I'll skip my apps because I've already moved over all my apps before. I'm going to hit transfer and let it do its thing. What that's going to do is then everything that I've selected is going to be transferred over to the new device. And the new device will be very similar, if not exactly the same as the old device. You have to leave this app open and just kind of sitting there doing its thing while you're transferring content. One of the longer ones is going to be photos or videos, so you want to definitely determine whether or not you want to move all them, because if you choose to move them, that might be a significant amount of time, so make sure you have the time allotted to do that. And it's collecting my messages, and then it'll start the transfer once that's completely done. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. I know it seemed a little convoluted that we went through several steps there, but that's kind of the worst case scenario. If it automatically connects between the two, you're in great shape, and it would just simply get to where we are here. If not, then what you need to do is, as it said, manually connect the two devices to each other. And what that did was basically create a new Wi-Fi hotspot, so to speak, between your new phone and your old phone. And on the old phone, you could then connect the Wi-Fi to the new phone's Wi-Fi page, so to speak. And then when they're connected, then they easily find each other. As you can see here, it's now in progress. It's telling me the information sent and what's being received. It's also going to tell me how much time I have left, about 1 minute and 30 seconds. And often what you can do is you can transfer the smaller sized items, whether it be pictures, whether it be contacts, and so on, and save the larger ones till you have the particular time to do that. But here I just took pictures, which wasn't that many because most of mine are on the cloud. Definitely recommend Google Cloud for that. And then contacts is just a CSV file. You could also do contacts via Bluetooth. You can connect each other, pair each other in Bluetooth, and then transfer them that way. If you're interested in me doing a video on that, let me know. Be happy to do that as well. And essentially I have about 50 seconds left, and then it'll tell me it's done, and we'll be all set. The other option is to close out of the apps and go back in as well. So that's essentially what needs to be done. I hope you found this video interesting and helpful, and thanks so much for watching.